There we go. This is what I want to play today. Picture. Go on, picture. There we go. Why do so few people use Bob classes? I don't know. How does my voice sound, by the way? It's not too tinny or bassy, it's not too echoey or anything like that, is it? Oh, it's loaded. There we go. Right, yeah, it's working. I'm not used to a game with no GUI, no user interface. So I forget when it's actually loaded. So I am at there, Harbour and Town. Okay, jobs. Can't do it. How do I button? There we go. Oil is fun. Oh, that's shunting. I put all the shunting jobs there because it's usually quite boring. Well, doing it's not boring. It's probably not going to make a good stream though. That's long, that's okay. Food factory, machine factory, goods factory. Can't do a hazmat 2. Machine factory, city. Can't do a hazmat 2. City. Goods factory again. Oh, and a buried shunting one. Sawmill. Do I want a lot of people? Invite anyone you like. I don't mind either way. Your voice sounds Northumbrian if I'm reading correctly. I guess that's a reasonable description of the area. So what do we have job-wise? Sawmill, we are here. Sawmill is down there. That could take an hour. Goods factory is there. Probably about an hour. City's there. Food factory up there, so that's a longer journey. Machine factory's over there, longer journey. City, sawmill, or goods factory, I guess are our options. Any suggestions? Waiting for suggestions is probably not that good of an idea though, because I'm looking back to see what the stream's doing and it's a good 30 seconds behind what I'm saying. Okay, further sorting. Oil, heavy, 400, about 600 total. Our engine limit's about 500, so that's a heavy train. I don't know if any of you have watched when I played and posted the videos earlier, but I carried, what was it, a 1250 or something like that train. It took 2 locomotives and 2 shunters. So that one's just by itself very heavy. I want to go to the machine town. That's still over. I'll put it in the right place. So I've got 6, 7. Okay, teleport moving. Where are we? This way. So there's a big green one. Spearex Chemical. That looks like that one. FH23. Yep. So we found one of them. What game is this? This is called Derail Valley. The objective of the game is not to derail. So number 6, a bunch of those. So one of them's in E. Here. So the next question is, are our locomotives where I left them last time? The answer is, there they are. So that would be a yes. They are where I left them last time. Okay. Control. Right. Engine start. Train remote. How do I? There we go. Actually, if I've got more than one train going, I need to make sure all the brakes are off. Thank you, Brown Dead. See, the problem with this is I'm moving these out of the way, but where exactly am I going to put them? This is the siding. The shed's back. Oh dear. Oh no, forward. Oh, yeah, forward. So we need to put them somewhere, and the place to put them is there. Yeah, stand in the middle of the rail with a train heading this way. So I need to go to about here. And they're just barely in range. Oh, wheel slip. Oh, great. The objective is the game is not to derail. Well, guess what? We failed. We somehow managed to derail and still have 100% health though. Re-rail for 761. Yeah. 761 is very cheap. You usually derail, it's going to cost you 100 grand. Right, brake on again. Okay, that beep 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 said couple. There. Oh, come on, forward. There we go, forward. Why is it so slow? That's why it's slow. I'll put the other brake on. Okay, so we need to pass this point here. With this is fast enough. And it's not a Nokia, it's a radio. Oh, that's weird sound. I'm not used to doing this with headphones on. And we want to go in the empty siding. I changed that one earlier. Right. Oh, Remote. There we go. There we go. What? No, don't do that. Throwing away with remote control. Engine off. Good. Now we need to actually get the locomotive that we want to use, which is here. Brakes off. 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 Right, so we want to be in this one. First, let's pair to this locomotive. Right, did that. That put us in forward. So if we do, well, it's paired. Right. Ah, that's a loud bang. What you say, Pram? Your mods are part of the reason I am doing Factorio servers now, so thank you for that. You are welcome. Reverse. My ears! That's better. Now there is probably the slight problem that these are going to be facing the wrong way. So we'll need to, we are in the harbour, so we'll need to go into C and then reverse out the other side of C to turn around. So when we pass that post, yep. Forward. Up, brake off, brake off. There we go. So we're going down this line here. We want to go into C. C comes down this way, and I don't want to crash into that, so let's go in there. Is this? This is what we were hauling in the video last time, and I got stuck on the hill because of the massive train I was hauling. That's 2/3, no, that's 3/4 of the train I was hauling, and that's probably nearly 1,000 ton of carriages. Where's our locomotives? Doing 11. We can go faster than that. Nobody important says, yeah, it's nice having lots of mods when the base is base game gets boring. Yep, and not just mine. Lots of mods. Okay, 27's fast enough. Right. So we need to pass here. No, we need to pass here. And this is why I changed the brakes. Don't know how long it's going to take to stop. Could have gone straight into the oil wagons and blown everything up. And yes, they do blow up. I've done it before. So we are now going this way, which takes us to here. I'm definitely out of range of the remote control. But here we have FH23, which should be our job. We still need to find this job. Okay, barely in range. Kinda, it's responding, that's good. So, question: is this boring, or is this something you'd want to see more of? Okay, brakes time. Because we don't want to be going more than about 5 when we get to this. Six is more than 5. There we go. And plunk. Okay, so before we do anything else with the train, where is part 2? We are looking for a load of whatever those wagons are. So it's not going to be in there. It could be over here. Good. Glad you're watching Prime. The graphics are a bit weird, I've noticed that. When I pull something out and then put it away, there's a shadow on my screen for about half a second. But I've noticed on the stream, it's more like 2 seconds. So yeah, it's not just the graphics that you're seeing that are weird. They're weird for me as well, just not as weird. So, what's this say here? This says L. Stand there, so that when I pull this up we can compare them. LH83. That is our second job that we're after. And this is surprisingly worth nearly 30 grand. So this one, the big heavy job, is the cheap one. Now, there is a bit of a cheat. I could find my train over here. So I could find my train, move it before even accepting the job, reverse into the other side, couple it on, then go accept both jobs. Even though the first step is to find, couple that. And I've already done it, taken it away before I accept the job, which is why I call it a bit of a cheat. Which is why I'm not going to do it. I'm going to come over to the station house here and do that. So we've now accepted that job. The timer is running, we have 55 minutes. There is a small echo on the mic. Is this an alpha game? I wouldn't call it an alpha game, it's more of... Let's put it this way, they had a drive to get the game started, it reached its drive, so this is basically like version 1. If you want to compare it to Factorio as, what we call it, early access game, you could say this is an early access game. It's not finished. In fact, one of the latest things they're planning to do is put a skin on the Steam engine, because it's currently just black. So there's a competition at the moment to design the skin for the Steam engine. So where was our other one? It was over here. The echo is significant. You know, I can. Let me just. I can't alt tab. Yeah, there we go. Alt tab. I can solve the problem by doing that. So I'm going to sound weird because I only have one microphone running now instead of two. See, that's, as you can probably tell, I sound bassy now. And if I do this, I sound tinny now, if not quiet. This is why you're echoing. This is both microphones, and if they're slightly out of sync, you get an echo. So if I turn this one off, I presume it's off, we can go like this, because this is probably the better quality of the two microphones. And how do I go back in the game now? How do I... derail, there we go, back in the game. Right, so I want to come down here. Right. Doesn't matter. So I need to reverse up to this one, change and go back down the other way. Forwards. 3 bar and brake off. As you can see, we're pulling that rather heavy train. Can you still hear me relatively well over the sound of the engine? That's another question though, because it's not too bad from in here, but it is actually quite loud. If it's too loud, I can turn the game volume down. So if you want me to do that, just let me know. I need to come to this point here, I said, then change it and go back the other way to get the second half of the train. See, one of the interesting things is this one is worth nearly 30 grand. Let's get out of the sunlight. It's a 200 ton carrying empties. This is a 400 ton carrying goods, and it's not worth as much. There's no real significant difference in licensing requirements. This is going to be a long train again, isn't it? Not as long as the last one, though. So, 2 more carriages. Where are we going? Are we actually... Oh, we're going back into sea. That was unintended, because we want to be going straight out. No, I can go faster than 5. We want to go... Are we going the right way? Yes. We go to the right in... That's not right, is it? This is not right. Brakes on. We want to be over here. So we want this lane here. Yeah. 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 So I wanted to change this one. And I changed this one. Forward. So yeah, always double check your point switches, because you might not have set them correctly and you might be going the wrong way. What? Did that just suddenly start rolling the other direction? Right, see you later then, nobody important. What's going on here? It's like it's playing tug of war with something. Thank you. Why are we going backwards and forwards? I've seen it do this before, but it's usually when one wagon has a bogey on one rail, you change the points and it goes to the other rail. We are not done. Why won't we move? There's no brakes on. Well, there's nothing in here. Let's reverse. Right, so we're going to pass this. Flick that. Forward. So let's try it again and see what happens. I need to move this off my screen, it's in my way. Right, so we're rolling forwards. Give it a bit more oomph. So we need to pass this, which looks like we actually are this time. So we don't want to go down there. Oh, I want to be a bit further. This one. Brake. Oh, we'll try that again. Reverse. So, pointing left, which is when we're looking this way to the right. So we'll go over here. Left, 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 right to here. So we want a good speed that's not too fast. This is the boring bit, we're just standing here waiting for the train to move. A good speed, not too fast, 17, 18. You wouldn't want to do a collision at that speed though, cause some damage. So when we get a bit closer, we'll apply some brake and slow us down. Like, no. Come on. Let me on there. So some of those asking if this is a beta or an alpha earlier. Yep. No, don't want to slow down that much. That's a bit of a whoops. For those asking if it was an alpha earlier, one of the things they actually plan to do is to add a caboose. It's not a word I like, it's a very American train word, and I'm not American. We've called them a brake van. It's basically the same thing. They want to add a caboose. So where I'm standing at the back here with my remote control, well, if you had a caboose, you could just look out the back window of the caboose and drive the train from the caboose. Your leg's falling asleep. Time to shift position. I can do more than 4. I've got to take stopping speed into account though, so if I had to go 6, by the time we'll get there, I'll probably be going 5. We're going 5 now. Speeding up when I'm this close feels wrong. There we go. Brake. Bump. Couple. Right. So we've found and connected the second job. So now we need to go back here, take our second job, jam it in there. Right, we're going to machine factory and town. Machine factory and town. 2 C2S and C4I. Well, at least they're I. Sorry, well, at least they're all going to C. And if we turn the page, wow, that's some blare on my screen. I can only imagine how terrible it is for the viewers. C, accessible from both ends. No through lane, but there is on B. It's next to C. So we might need to come in. We are coming in. No, that's money. We're coming in. We're down at Harbour Town, pointing that way. So we're coming out on the west. We're going to Machine Factory Town. We'll be coming in from the south. So south. Yeah. Depending if anything's free, we can go in C, drop something off and reverse if there's a free lane. Otherwise we'll have to go in B and reverse from the north. And this is right, so yeah, we're going this way and then we're going that way, and that should be it. There's a lane split over here, but unless you've got military access, which we don't, you can't do anything in there. So I've never changed the points to go in there. F. Spamming F. That's the teleport key. So, our back engine is running. On. Close the door. Come out the back. Engine start. Forward. Like Diggs said, if I press... Oh yeah, that's a good key to press. So I was pressing that key earlier. It's like, how are you supposed to see out the window? That button. Oh. Still got a brake on. Right. So let's just forward. Let's make sure, yes, we appear to be pulling the whole train at 6, 7. Yeah, there's a bit of a delay, so you're telling me the brakes are still on after I've already fixed it. So however much length of time that was that's passed since you typed that, that's how long it took me before I could actually see it on my screen. Well, that's the delay between me doing something and you seeing it. It says no. Yeah, let's just stand here. YouTube says the stream's current bit rate is 2600, which is lower than the recommended bit rate. We recommend you use a stream bit rate of 9500. What happened here? Not only have we uncoupled, but they what? I am getting some weirdness today. Let me just see what YouTube's saying first. Hang on. If I open this, file, settings, the DE6 has a bugged couplings, mostly on the back. Okay, that could explain why we disconnected, but why did the engine stop? The engine stopped because we Let me fix my stream first, hang on. Stream. Okay. Streaming. Yeah. If I change that to a 9. Well, it'll take a moment to ripple through. Okay, so the reason why we stopped is because once we decoupled, the train brake went on. These headphones are just so uncomfortable when I change angle like that and it just pipes it through one ear. It makes it feel like I'm falling over. No! No! They're both broke. Why's it stopped now? Okay, forward. No. Forward. There we go. Stop that for a minute. Reverse. One click. Right. So I've got to ask, is it more fun when everything's working? Or more fun when things go wrong like this? Right. So, speed gauge, engine temp, the other two don't really matter. Fuel, good. Train brake, independent brake, wheel slip indicator, accelerometer, throttle, that's it, and reverser, which is direction forward or back. Hey Leg Dig, if you're still watching, did you see me derail my train earlier? Right, okay, unlike other train driving games, fuel is a major concern. So, well, it's a major concern because it's really expensive. So, if you don't need to gain speed, because your train weighs so much, you've got a lot of momentum. So you turn off your throttle and stop wasting fuel. But I believe this is actually going to be an uphill now. How did I manage that? I was just moving a pair of shunters and I just like, this is taking too long, so I put the throttle up and set them to something like 40, 45. Then they went over a pair of points and it came off. Fortunately, it did no damage, it just came off. So I could re-rail it and it only cost me 700 and something. That sign there that we just saw go past the window that said 4, that means 40. Yeah, we're definitely going uphill, we're still losing speed, so let's put on the back engine as well. This is why I've got the second one linked to a remote control while I'm standing in the first one, so that I can control them both just from the first one without having to run all the way back and get in the second cab like this. Seven, not even close. I don't think we need, oh, might need a notch there. So where are we going? We've got points coming up. We want to be going, I need to turn my head upside down for that. We want to turn right. That key, there you go. And it says here that turning right puts us on level gradient, which means once we get into the tunnel, probably about coming out the other end of the tunnel actually, we can stop using the second locomotive, because the first one should give us more than enough. Because this one's noisy, only use the back one, so you can't air it as much. That was a 7. I didn't see what it said under the 7. What's the strangest request I've had for something to put in my mods? I don't remember. I've had a few strange requests. Figuring out which one's the strangest is... Well, I get so many requests. It's just like, well, you either do them or you dismiss them. It's... I think that's just the door I heard or something. Yeah. But you either do them or you dismiss them, and... or write them in a file and come back to them later. So when you dismiss them, you don't really remember them that much. So when it comes to what's the strangest request, I've probably forgotten, because I didn't do it and I didn't write it down. But there could be a strangest request that I have actually done. List some, he says. One of the ones that comes to mind is, I can't remember how to say his name, a Russian guy. You can tell everything he types is gone through Google Translate, because it's in broken English and often refers to objects via agenda. which, yeah, in English it's not a thing. I know German uses genders, other languages use genders as well, so perhaps, yeah. I remember asking you how easy it would be to make the train a tank engine. Oh. Not very easy. I've looked into it. Fueling both water and coal is pretty much an impossibility. It would require a lot of scripting work. Yeah, the Russian guy, for example, transmit productivity in the modules mod. The Russian guy asked for that. He used to ask me back in version 0.11, 0.12 and whatever, he used to ask me for a request about once a month, and half the time they're off the wall. So the fact that I actually implemented transmit productivity on beacons in the modules mod, yeah, that's one of the less weird ones he asked me for. I don't remember what the more weird ones were. Fortunately, talking about modding, it's like I'm not playing this game very much. I'm just letting things happen. So, as you can see by the blue marker, we are currently heading north, just west of Harbour and Town, and we'll be going around a bend, which means we could be getting a speed limit. And then there's a junction, yeah, there's a speed limit. And then there's a junction shortly after that, so I'm going to stop accelerating. Doing 43 in a 40 zone's not really an issue, we shouldn't derail, so I'm not going to apply any brakes or anything to slow down, but I'm not going to speed up either. Yeah, fun to abuse, says Prime Dead. Probably about the transmit productivity. So which way did we want to turn? Left. Where we're going? Machine. So that's, yeah, left. And we are going left with a speed limit of 80, but an uphill gradient. So we'll need to use both engines again. No wheel slip, that's good. Yeah, put it in the middle. Oh, okay. The uphill gradient lasted that long. From basically the junction to here. As somebody, I think Lake Dig, pointed out to me, after driving a train on a realistic simulator like this is learning your route. Yeah, I could probably do more on learning the route. I don't know the route. Where's the remote control? So as you can see, we curve to the left, then curve to the right, and then we've got a fair bit of straight. So our current speed limit is 60. Okay, so when we actually get on the straight, we can go considerably fast. I do know some things, for example, if I detach my mouse here, when I'm going to go this way around, follow through Farm, Oilwell Central, across here. Here we've got somewhere that's got like a speed limit of 40. When we're coming to City Southwest, we've got a speed limit of 30. And I've actually derailed going round that corner before. Throttle off. 66 is a good speed. Yeah, see, 7. That means 70. So 66 is a good speed. Plan to stream more often. Was that another door slot? I don't know if I plan to stream very often. I'm basically just doing it today just to see how things go. I've got 5 people watching. One of those might even be me. Absolutely. Terrible for someone who's not very well known. I mean, I'm known for my modding, so outside the Factorio community, nobody knows me, but in the Factorio community, yeah, I'm rambling. So, I don't think I'll be doing this on a regular basis, but I might do it occasionally. It's more interactive than just recording a video, so that's a plus side. Another negative side for recording a video is that then you have to edit it afterwards before you can post it. Most of that's often just proof watching, fast forwarding. 90, so speed of 70 nearly. See, the accelerator's off. I can confirm one of those, it's you. Okay, so there's 4 people watching and me. So the accelerator's off, yet I seem to still be picking up speed. Right. And we are getting close to the end of the long straight bit, so we want to apply some brake. Because when we get to the junction, we will need to slow down to about 50 to not derail. In fact, there's a 5 already, look. So I'll need to apply a couple of bars on the train brake for a couple of seconds and then take them off again. So, yeah. See, when you apply the train brake, this goes down, so I probably took it down to about 3 with putting a few bars on like I did. Then it slowly repressurises. So putting the brake on for 2 seconds actually puts the whole train brake on for more like 10, 15, even longer depending how long your train is. I've got 2 engines pressurising the brakes. So for a first stream, 5 is a lot. I tried getting more people in, but I decided an at-heaping in a server of 5,000 people is a bit over. Yeah, probably. We didn't even have the option to turn left. It's just like, you know, oncoming. The weather doesn't really sound good when you hear that, but that's just normal. Yeah, when we get close to the steel mill and turn left, the speed limit's going to go right down, so I don't want to be going too fast through this. And then when you go through Farm and Oilwell Central, there's the chance that I haven't set the points after being there last time, so I don't want to go plummeting into the back of other carriages. I might have to jump off and look ahead. Picking up a bit of speed, so I'm just going to put 4 bars on the engine brake, the independent brake. We're still picking up speed in the window. In fact, just put that one on full. Next time I will make sure Zealous does a at here thing. I probably should have done something like that in a stream channel on the Discord server, but I've closed Discord, so we're going left. Left is correct. Left with a downhill, so 2 engine brakes on. What's that say? I can't read it. 11. Okay, 11. I'm only going to ignore because we'll be coming up to the farm soon. In which case we probably don't want to go through it at more than about 30. Are you still there, like Dig? Is my brakes screeching getting to you, like the engine screaming out in pain? Right, so we've dropped our speed a lot. Content declarations. Let me check my laptop. Yeah, press a button, wait 10 seconds. Discord window shows up pure white. See there, look, speed limit 30 going left, which is, I think, where we're going. Yeah. Why I'm here, laddie. That sounds Scottish. You went to make a cup of tea. Okay, right is correct. Left, I think, is also correct, which means we're going to go straight up the middle. I think the next limit is 50, but because we're basically doing the same through Oilwell Central, I don't really want to go any faster. Well, I don't want to go any faster than 30. We're going 26, so I can afford to get a little bit of speed. There's the 30. Wow, that was choppy. It must be loading or something because my graphics have gone to about 30 frames a second. I know you're watching at maximum 60, but my screen's at 120, so when it drops down to about 30, you really notice. Hang on a minute. It's midnight, Leg Dig. Why are you making yourself a cup of tea? Oh, and now I can actually interact with Discord. So I'll press a button. It's still loading. What is... Discord, Bob Mod's feedback. Kira's posted some graphics of a turret. Let the games begin. Looks like a satellite dish with a turret in the middle. So where did you say you pinged it? Prime Dead? You pinged content declarations. Where even? Oh, there it is. So yeah, speed limit 30 again. So yeah, we are going the correct way, straight down the middle. Yeah, so what's that one? That's like their oil, probably gasoline or something. These are alcohol or something like that. So, not last time I was here because I recorded it on the stream and I successfully picked up 4 jobs and took way too long. But one of these on the right, I was picking up some jobs, like I said, not last time but the time before. I accidentally bumped into this one with my shunter at about 10 because I fumbled and pressed the wrong button on the keyboard, and instead of putting my thing away I pulled it out, pulled something else out, and then I fumbled because I was like, oh crap, what's going on, oh no, pulled the wrong button, well, couldn't use the controls, smashed into it, it set on fire. A few seconds later it explodes. So I legged it and watched from a distance as the whole oil yard slowly exploded. Okay, I don't want to go too fast, but you rarely have a speed limit. Well, you don't usually have a speed limit less than 40 on most of these. I don't see anything less than 50 coming up until we get over to City Southwest. Leg dig if I'm wrong, correct me. Are there any speed limits less than 50 between here and the city? Yeah, they made it in the loading screen, I noticed that. Actually, yeah. In fact, I think half the loading screens are an oil well central explosion. So here's a speed limit that's less than 40. I don't even know if I'm going the right way. I do want to be going right, so I'm going 40 in a 30 zone. So yeah, there was a speed limit of 30. I thought it was 40. Screech? What have I got a screech for? How did that happen? Damage. We're on the rails. Don't matter if I turn that one on or off, but cargo damage. Both damaged. I'm just currently going around doing a quick inspection, but I suspect suspect because we were doing 40 in a 30 zone. Oh yeah, that. Yeah. Oh yeah, that 30 is a straight up lie. Whoops! Wait. Yeah, that was Leg Dig saying that. See, this is why I use the steamer. He says. Why? Because it can't go past 30. I suspect what happened is because we were doing 40 in a 30 zone, it didn't actually derail, but it jumped and disconnected the coupling. Hello, Jimmy Joe. No, this is not Factorio. This is Derail Valley. The objective of the game is not to derail, which I don't think I've done, but we had a hiccup just now. And I lost most of my train. And then the emergency brakes came on. Okay. Oh, not forward, reverse. Oh, we're not moving. No. Right. I still hear hissing. What? That does not look right at all. Teleport. There we go. They look alright. Forward. See, my batteries on my remote controller are nearly flat. There we go. Why are we dragging that? What exactly has happened here? We're not connected. We're literally just stuck together. Okay, let's break out the re-railer. Nope, you're not derailed. Nope, you're not derailed. Reverse. I don't slow down that much. Actually, this button's magic. What happens when I press that? It fixes it! Yeah, we're all connected. There you go, Leg Dig. That's a useful thing for the remote control. When you've got your vehicles dodgy stuck together like that, press the couple button and it magically fixes it. Yeah, if I used clear to clear it, it deletes the coach and the job. And I'd believed all of the coaches, the carriages, the wagons, whatever you want to call them, the trucks related to that job disappear and the job fails. So we fixed it using the magic couple button on the remote control. We can now try and get back up to 30. Yeah. So we're coming up to a junction for there. We want to go right. We're set to right, so that's good. Yeah, this is... There's more gone wrong than anticipated, and I suppose that makes it more interesting. There's that speed limit 30 I was talking about. So let's just apply a bit of engine brake, the independent brake, to get our speed down to 30. Yep. Right. Also right. And here. This exactly here is where I've derailed coming around this corner more than once. So when that one says 30, it means 30, don't go more than 30. According to the stream, we're also an hour and a half in. So I don't want to go too fast just yet, because I think our back end's hard to see past the trees, but I think our back end's still in the town. Okay, so now we're going north. This is the might as well go flat out stretch, because the speed limit's like not that high there. There's a speed limit here is about 100 all the way down. Until you hit that junction there, and that's a 50, and there might be a 40 around here. So this stretch from here up to about here, speed limit 100 plus all the way down. Nancy! That'll be well. Oh crap. Where did that 70 come from? Oh, because we're pretty much there. So which way do we want to be going? Left. That's good. Going 100 in the street in the steamer feels like you're going to shatter yourself to bits. I've got to confess, I've never learnt to drive the steamer. Not in this game anyway. I think I've watched a couple of videos of other people using the steamer, but they threw the lighter in to light the fire without lighting the lighter. We're losing speed still. We're on an uphill gradient. See, the fact that we lose speed on an uphill gradient is why I'm using two engines. Yeah, there's a manual for sale. Yeah, I could buy the manual, but that's just one more thing to carry around with me. I mean, got a few things as it is. So what's this now? I want to be going right. Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, I'm sure the lighter is the easy part, leg dig. I mean, when I watched a video of someone doing it, they forgot to do that and just threw the unlit lighter in. Oh, the battery on that's getting pretty low. I'll have to stand up here on the front just to recharge it, look. See, I'm in yellow at the moment, and yeah. I'm in yellow at the moment, and the green going up like that to indicate that it's charging, because that big blue thing there is a solar panel, if you couldn't tell. So according to this, we're travelling off the line on the map. The line on the map somewhere over there. Right, so now that we're getting close, I'm gonna turn off the throttle and run ahead. So that said, right, we're going right. Where do we want to go? We do want to go right. Left, whoops. We might want to go left if there's a siding with nothing in it. There's sidings with nothing in it. We want to come up C2, which has something in it. So I want to come right, right, left. That's up here. That's fine. So we'll go into an empty siding, that's fine. Now where's my train? Why is it going backwards? Oh. Brakes. Forward. I've never actually seen those sheds like big. I'm assuming the shed only appears if there's actually something in it for you to find. But since you've pointed it out, I'll have a look to see if there's a lost and found shed next. You said it's next to the station office. Yeah, well, look, my battery's nearly dead because I'm back inside. I am hard to tell if I'm gaining or losing speed. I saw it go down, but it's going up again. So our back end here is C2 and the front end is C4. And we're going in through C3. Yeah, we're losing speed. So the problem is, since the thing I want to drop off is in the middle of the train for C4, I can't go straight in C4 and drop it off. I have to drop the back end off first. This looks wrong. Have things despawned and moved? Don't want to go in there because that's got stuff in it. That's not what was there a minute ago. Things have despawned and respawned on me. If I would have just driven straight through, I'd have crashed into the back of those oxygen tanks and blown up. Right. So those at the back end need to pass that signpost, I think, or is it this? That signpost there, but not the one over there. So let's slow down a bit. I want to stop the train when the back end passes that. And then reverse into C4, which is this one. So keep moving. Keep it moving. That's in it. Train brake. Independent signals. So 19. So that, if I do that, let's just try it. That disconnects that one. So 19, 18, 17, you know what, screw that, let's just do it manually. So we do that. Turn off. I've emptied the brakes on purpose, so that's not going to roll. So we want to come forward, then reverse down here into C4I, but first we're probably taking too long, but in the off chance there's the lost and found shed I was talking about, in the off case that we haven't taken too long, 3 minutes, 3 minutes too long, no bonus. What's that say? Well done, no damage was made to Derail Valley property or the environment. It was, just not this train. Money. So we got 29,371, which you put in your wallet like that. So there's our engine. We want to go down this line. So train brake off, independent brake off, and a little bit of throttle. Probably waiting for the brakes to repressurise. We can see it slowly starting to move already. And as you can see, the train split there where intended. Okay, so this is the last one I want to pass. Might as well start applying the independent brake to slow us down. We're past. There we go. Set it in reverse. Right, brake off. So you can only actually hear this noise of the creaking when you're standing on it. So it stops as soon as I fall off. Ten should be fast enough. So we want to stop before we get to it. See what the cargo of those is? We've got cars on it. So obviously these are car racks with no cars on. Come on, a bit more speed. Right, so it stopped before that, but after that. No. After that. But before that. So. Yeah, we're in. And we're out. That's gonna barely fit. Can't deliver cars without the car racks. That's where value comes from. See, the weird thing, like Dig, is just bringing those car racks back paid more than delivering these industrial chemicals or whatever's in there. So I need to just creep forward until those buffers pass that sign. Those cars look old. Well, to be fair, this entire method of doing trains seems old-fashioned to me. Want it like something like these couplings from like the 60s or something, like Dig. There. So we're barely in at the back, and we're not in at the front. Okay. Well, I don't know what to do if it won't fit in. Let's just see what happens when we go to... Where's the station house? Is it over there? That way. So we go 20s. I believe they were using them after the 20s. They probably discontinued them somewhere in the 60s. I was watching a video on YouTube recently. Hey, validated. 83 minutes though. Let's put that away a sec, because money. Damage. Oh. Nearly £6,000 of damage. That's because we were doing, was it 40 in a 30 zone? Damage to flatbed empty. Damage to Spherex chemicals on 2 carriages. No environmental damage though. Bin. Okay. Those are our diesel shunters that we just moved out the way. So that's the carriage that we damaged. Well, that's not the carriage we damaged, that's a job that we damaged. Pay our fee. Ting! See those two ticking away? Because we left them running. Okay. Where is servicing? Backwards. We can't go backwards because our chemical trucks are in the way. So we could go down the loading line, or we could come over here and go through the through track. Yeah, let's go forwards. That shouldn't be 5. That's 5. I want to come over to here. And we're clear. Reverse. So while we're moving, make sure we're actually going to go the right way. Right, left. That's the through line. So we need to go all the way past that point, I think, 'cause we want to go... Where do we want to go? Ah, that track over there. What's this one for then? Oh, that's the one we came in. Clunk. There you go, clunk. There's a steam locomotive over there. I can't drive it though, I don't have a shovel or a lighter. So I want to pass these points. Brake. Give it more welly. So I want to come in forward this way. We want to go left. I think that one's just a siding, so I want to go left to here, and there's maintenance. Now there's a slight problem in the video that I posted. I basically that was up here, so I basically serviced the back one, then shoved it all the way to the back so I could service the front one. We're not really going to be able to do that. We're going to have to put one of them in there. Oh no. I want to go forward and we want the brakes off. Hello, Philip R. What's up? I'm playing Derail Valley. That's what's up. I want to stop here and service the front one. Apply the brake. Ting. Right, so what's this one? Engine's that's better. There we go. So there is damage. 0.66. Wheels 1.9. Body no damage. Oil. Ting. Sand we didn't use any. Fuel. £4.5 on fuel. No, 4.5. Yeah. £4.5 on fuel. That's cheap. That can't be right. Must be right. Oh, money. £4.5 on fuel. Just litter it back on the floor. Right, so now there's a slight issue. Can we push forward and get the other one in? Oh. Oh yeah, brake. Right. I don't think... No, we're not in far enough. Let me out! Let me out! There we go. Right, off, brake. You wait there. You? There's the box. Come on. That's it, got you. Where do I want to put it? Oh, I can't put it in there. Well, I can. I don't want to. I want to put it... chunk in there. Now the only problem here is I can't push it in. So I'm going to have to use its own power to move it. Keep going. That's probably far enough. Oh. So what numbers are these anyway? 13? Hey, leg dig, you know all the troubles we've been having? Yeah, we've been driving engine number 13. 52. 63. 77. There's an empty spot. So we want to pull that one in. So I need to line that up there. Now what have I done? Forward. Brake off and bit of throttle. For the record, for anybody who cares, the reason why I keep talking to Leg Dig is, well, this is pretty much his favourite game. And I'm the one who told him to buy it. There we go. Calling Leg Dig a train fanatic would probably be an understatement. I'm not in far enough. Which is the forward. Well, ting! Now I'm in far enough. Okay. Engine. Wheels. Oil. Oof, that's not cheap either. Fuel. This is going to be about £9,000. 10. It's still running, so it's still costing me more money. Where's the power switch? Scary part is there's people who know more about trains than me. Yeah. There we go. 11 grand on fuel. Let me got free cursor. There you go, look. Can you see me cursor? 11 grand on fuel. Nearly 900 on oil. The rest are pennies in comparison. Yeah. Right, so the question is, what should I do now? Option 1, there's my lost and found shed that Leg Dig was talking about. Yeah, these are all my licenses. I swear I'd put them at my house. Okay. License to drive a diesel 6. Add it to the pile. Remote control manual. Recommended operative range is up to 400 metres. Above that range, signal loss may occur with a complete loss at 650 metres. When that controller goes out of range, it does not automatically halt the locomotive. Yeah, that makes sense. It's a remote control, not a safety device. Why is the licence on top of the thing I just put down? Controls. That's it. There's a 10 pages by using the mouse wheel. Hey Leg Dig, remember the first video that Kernel Failure did? He actually put in the title, it's the mouse wheel. His biggest complaint was that the controls book didn't tell you how to change the page to see the controls. Now it tells you, right there, 10 pages by using the mouse wheel. Oh look, we can see what the controls are. Yeah, that's worth keeping in the inventory. Train brakes, how to do the brakes, using the radio, what speed, what the signs mean, track designations. Okay, what else have we got? How to drive the shunter. It's basically pointing out what all the controls are. And this is just your basic Derail Valley guide saying what all the things do. I think this shop is one that sells the shovel. I've been in several shops, Leg Dig. I believe the shovel and the lighter are for sale in every shop, as well as the guide for the steam engine. So you said this place has a shop, right? So it's next to the. There's our service shed. That's 1p, is it? Well, it looks like 1p on the map, but doesn't actually have a sign saying what it is. If we come over here, there's the shop. Yeah, this is where I bought the lock remote, I think. So I can buy you see, the biggest issue I had is I bought the license for the DE6. Now I've got a shunter quick guide, which you actually start with. There's a 282 quick guide. Yeah, fair enough, it's complicated. There's no quick guide for the DE6. So my biggest complaint is, why isn't there a guide for a DE6? I had to Google how to turn it on, which I was presented with a YouTube video of someone basically getting in, flicking all the switches. Yeah, I figured that out. Going outside, opening the door, turning the ignition switch. Oh, the switch is outside. If they were sold a manual, I'd have just bought the manual and done it. It's $50 for the manuals for the others. If it's $50 for the manual for the DE6 as well, I'd have just bought it. If I do that, throw that down, put the money in. It's stuck in the side of the cash register. That looks like a thick book. Receipt. Oh, I don't care about the receipt. So, yeah, good job of making it look old. You will need these items in order to operate a steam engine. They can only be bought at shops around the valley. Shovel and lighter. Yep, I'm done. Make sure the regulator is released. What's the regulator? That's a big arm. Open the firebox door. Shovel coal into the firebox. Light the fire using a lighter. Yeah. Close the firebox door. Add water to the boiler using the injector. You know what? There's a somewhere, if I can find the shed again, there's a shush 282 here. Whoa, what's that? Is that the horn or something, Leg Dig? So this is the regulator. Let's go back pages. Make sure the regulator is released. So pull it towards you. Right, so that's pushing. That's pulling. So regulator is released. Open the firebox door. How do we do that? Pull, mouse wheel. There we go. Yeah, mouse wheel. Right, okay. So open the firebox door. Shovel. Bloody hell. Okay, it's full. Lighter. How are you supposed to do this, Leg Dig? Hey! I'm going to close the door. Oh. Yeah, right. Right. So we lit the fire. Close the firebox door. Yeah, I did that. Add water using the injector. Close injector when the meter is full. I'm guessing that's the meter there. How do I tell when it's full? It probably is. All these things you can turn. Well, those don't do anything. Right. Observe steam being generated. Yeah, it is. It's up to 8. Roll cut off forward. Release the brakes. We're not moving. Okay. Gently push. Whoa. Yeah, but brake. Oh. Yep, that's the whistle. Gently push that forward. Oh, break off. Why are we barely moving now? That's looking a bit choppy. Brake. Yeah, that should be about right, I think. Okay, we didn't have to go quite that far forward. I'm guessing that's some sort of pressure regulator. I believe that's the correct... No, it's not. That's the correct line. Yeah. Right. So this is going and all that, but what am I actually doing? That doesn't look good. How do I... Yeah. To stop, apply brake. High temperature means faster steam generation. Only if you're using steam, add more coal to the fire. Significantly boosts fire burn using steam pressure. Useful when stationary. Significantly boosts fire burn using air ventilation. Useful when on the go. What's that? This. Right. That worries me though. It's at maximum pressure. Hey leg dig, do these explode? Water drop. Steam dump. Right, okay. Well, I don't want it to explode while I'm figuring out what to do. It doesn't blow up. Well, that'd be good because otherwise it would have probably blown up on me. Jobs. We have... I can't accept that one. Actually, you know what? Let's... Fees. I'm going to have fees for the L77 now. What's that? C800? Oh, that a tender. That's the steam engine. Right. I don't want fees. Licenses. What can I buy for 130 grand? I could buy a military 1 or a hazmat 2. And this, that one there is a hazmat 2. I mean, it's only shunting, but I don't want to do shunting in the steam engine. Steam engine is really cheap to run, but the remote doesn't work on it. I'd be surprised if the remote did work on it. The controls are just too different. So that makes sense. I thought you didn't have the remote control yet, Leg Dig. I'm going to put this back in the shed. Which of these is a reverser? Put the fire out. Blower. Steam dump. Yeah, I'm guessing that's forward, so that would be reverse. So if that seems to be moving, but I can't reverse into there because that's there. Brakes. Is it me or has the fire gone out? So if I go with that, the fire should now be off. Still crap in there. What was that? Auto saving. That's the way the game's saying. If you do something wrong, no going back. Right. I'll just borrow this thing. Saves messing around with a turntable. However, leave it like that just in case. 1, 2, 3, on, brake off, forward, go. Right, let's just turn this off a minute because I want to go back over here. Oh, there it is. I can't get a license if I've got fees, so I need to do that, which is why I shut the engine off. I want to buy hazmat 2. Before I do, oh yeah, license sample. Insurance copay 150,000. That means if I mess up, it's going to cost me an extra 150,000 to repair something. That's a lot of cash. Plus it takes 4% time off the deadline. Do I really want to do this? That's a serious question. Do I really want to do this? Oh, job's still in there. Military. 300,000. No deadline limit. Talk about that one as well. That is a deadline limit, but no copay. As both. Also does both. These are nasty. Yeah, that's not worth it. Well, it's not worth picking it up now for £6,500. Right, so what else do we have here? We can do that one. That's what we just brought in. That's the one that sort of spawned after we set the points. That's to go back to the harbour. You know what? I think I want to grab that one. It's not worth a lot of money, considering those two jobs we brought in were worth nearly 30 and 25 grand. So that's like over 50 grand for that trip we've just done. You know what? Forget it. Forget it. I am going to save and quit here. And we're stuck.